Oh, hi, one person who watches all my videos. It's me, one person who makes all the videos that you're watching. From watching this channel, you might have noticed something. In every video, no matter where I am performing and if anyone's stealing the show or requesting a song or if I'm playing one of my original songs, I am live looping. I am putting together, so to speak, like a live band backing track, one-man band style, with multiple instruments on the board, whether the videos were filmed in Florida back when I used to have mustache, or it's somewhere out on the road traveling through the middle of Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Kentucky, Lexington. It's always similar type of thing. I start looping guitar, then I add more instruments, and within like 20-30 seconds, next thing you know, you hear the whole band, but you do not see the whole band. It's still just me jamming, and then using the equipment, pushing the button, stopping the beat, restarting the beat, reintroducing the elements that were just heard by the audience, and then kind of like changing it, maybe adding an effect. It didn't always used to be like that. When I first started, I started with a one-track looper, and at the time when I just got into looping, there were not actually a lot of other people doing it on the internet. And there weren't, in addition, any resources for you to learn, for you to see a tutorial of a really like complex manner on how to do it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you a little bit what it is that I do, what it looks like, what sort of equipment is on my board. And by the end of this video, you're going to be just a little bit more familiar what it looks like, what it sounds like. And you might even be inspired to do it yourself, to go out there and become a one-person band, regardless of your instrument of choice, whether you're a guitarist, violinist, keyboardist, cellist, maybe just a vocalist and a beatboxer. There's something for everyone, and there's a way to use this style, this genre, and create music in your own special way. In addition to what I'm about to show you, I'm also going to let you know that I'm launching my live looping course Masterclass, and if you pre-order now, link in the description, or go to this URL overlay, magic of editing, right? You get instant savings of $200 off. The course launches December 1st, and after December 1st is $300, but if you pre-order now, it's $200 less. Check out this deck. At first glance, it's like, what's going on? What's happening? So right here, we have a looper, and this is Boss RC505 Mark II, 5-track looper with faders, input effects, output effects, all sorts of cables going in, cables going out, cables going through, and knobs, and basically the USS Starship fleet of the Enterprise, Star Trek, Star Wars. I'm going to show you how to bypass the compressor later. We're not going to get into that right now. Then right here, I have Arturia Mini Freak, and I have Micro Freak as well, but we're only going to be using this one today for the sounds of bass. We have way more other sounds as well, but this is mainly for bass. I like it a lot for fat, luscious, sub frequencies of like, you know, you make the ground shake with it. We also have drums, you know. You know how like the drummer is always late to the gig? Haha, not this time. We have a drummer that's never late. And we have a gold microphone from Shure. They made me a gold microphone. Thank you, Shure. You can always be sure with Shure. This is great. And some vocal effects, headphones, and ignore this keyboard. It will be important later in the different video. Or if you buy the course, I'm using that keyboard in the course. You might notice that every time I start the loop, regardless of the video, click on any video, or if you just watched one of my videos where something happens, I don't know. I put the headphones on. Now, why do I wear headphones and then right when the loop is done, I take the headphones off? The reason I do that, and these are the headphones that I usually wear, and they also, this is Roland V-Moda. They made headphones with my logo. Thank you, Roland and V-Moda collab. This is great. One reason and one reason only for the metronome. For this particular instructional Masterclass introduction here for you on YouTube. I'm sending the metronome through the mains, which means I will not be wearing the headphones, but everything that you will be hearing is exactly what I would be hearing if I was to wear the headphones. Metronome. Enough. How does the loop start? I get an idea in my head, and usually I'll start with a guitar. Or if it's a song request and I just listen to something on my phone, I figure out the harmony, the chord changes, the progression, and I tap the tempo to what's going to be. Because I have a tap tempo function on my Boss RC505 Mark II. And let's say it's 88.6, I can like even it out, make it like 87, 85 perhaps. And here we are. Now we have, I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit so you can hear it a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of the clicks sounds a little bit different than the other of the clicks. That's your 1. In the 4/4 meter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say you're improvising and you're not necessarily doing a song request, right? Let's pick one of the most popular keys in the world, perhaps. Key of G. We can go fancy chords. We can go simple chords. Let me think about what actually is going to sound genuine and I am personally inspired for you to put together. Let's do, in the key of G, 3/4, 2, either 7 or 5. So check this out. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now I'm able to click record on track number 1 right before the 1, and it will not record as soon as I click it, but it'll give me just enough time to bring back my right hand back to the string picking position, because normally loopers and guitar loopers, they use loopers with their feet. In this particular situation, we are using a tabletop looper with our hands, like some sort of magician DJ producer. And it's probably how it should be used. 2, 3, 4. Almost the picking pattern also dictates how the bass should be played, the subdivisions of the rhythm. What I like to do with the bass, and this is exactly where I move to the bass, I emulate the root of the chord note. I play the root note of the chord. English is my third language, so every once in a while when CPU gets overloaded, you get Scrabble. 10 points to Gryffindor. So check this out. We're in key of G. If you know harmony numbers, 3, 4, 2, 5. Really fat bass. Let's do a shaker here. Now I want you to pay attention to what I'm actually doing. Guitar lives in one track. Bass lives in another track. We have 3 tracks left. We could lack foresight, discernment, and complete disregard to jurisdiction and county codes and violations, and put all of the drums in one track. We are not going to do that because it's highly inefficient. What if you want to separate the drums and bring the energy of the song down or make it seem dynamically more interesting by eliminating and then reintroducing different elements. So what I like to do is to separate kick, snare, and the hi-hat or a shaker function into each individual separate tracks. So for this groove, for this feel, I'm feeling shaker. Let's do track 3. Nice. This already grooves very nice. This is where, when I put this together, I just go into a prolonged guitar solo jam. And I don't really speak. This is where I'm going to try to speak and try to explain to you what actually is happening. This is basically music production in real time with 5 tracks. We have 1 extra track than what Beatles used to have. So we're actually 20% better than the Beatles with this particular technology here. Honestly, now that we have drums, we don't even need the metronome. So this is where I would remove the metronome from my headphones and I would take the headphones off. The trick here, and I kind of spend the majority of my professional performer career developing this skill, is the sense of time and the sense of melody, and observing the people and the way they interact with your sounds, your music, and then adjusting accordingly. Not only you get to compose music, compose sounds in real time, you get to see a focus group, a hypothetical focus group of people who may have chosen to be there or may have not chosen to be there or listen to your music, and see if they move, see if they groove, and how they respond to the sounds, and if they treat it as a background noise or if they treat it as the main focus of their attention. That is done through experience, through feel, through developing discernment, developing deliberate choices in melody, harmony, and dynamics. When to reintroduce elements, when to build energy, when to build hype, when to eliminate everything completely. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will see you on my website, overly here, link in the description or in the comments, in the first ever of its kind live looping masterclass where I will hold your hand and walk you through it of like what it is that's happening here, what it is that I'm doing, and how you personally can implement this knowledge, these top secret state secrets that have not been leaked by anyone before, and utilize it in your leisure time or performance or impress friends at parties. Don't do it at parties. You're going to lose all your friends. Trust me, do not do that. Link in the description or in the comment. It's limited time remaining. You know, when I do like call to action, I'm supposed to push like urgency. Limited time. It's dropping December 1st, but you only get the discount during the pre-order because it's going to be December 1st when it drops. It's going to be $300. It's a lot of money. It's basically like 3 items from a grocery store. But if you pre-order now, you get $200 off, which is like a really good deal.